All right, hey, what's up, everyone? Here we are, hole number 9. I'll take a first look at this one. Now, I really don't know what it is I want to do on this hole, so I brought a whole bunch of bags. I don't know what the wind's going to be like. This is another very similar wind to what we had last year, I feel, because I remember going kind of royal ball here. If you have a POC 7, you're going to have, what I consider to be kind of a slight advantage here. The extra top spin can come in handy. More so than anything here, ring play is going to be very important. So you'll want to, I typically do a little bit of an overplay. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 rings. So there's 10-ish rings, which is an overplay for an Epoch 6. So aside from that, you'll see that I'm essentially going to just try to get pretty close to perfect ball timing. It was just a little bit off here. So I do believe I stuck with the sniper shot. There's going to be kind of two different ways that I do this. There's technically 3 different ways that I play this. I'm going to try to, probably on my next guide, do a guardian shot. I'm kind of in between. There's 3 different ways that I like to play this. So there's a guardian using the backstop where I kind of roll it down the hill for eagle. There's always a rough bump shot as well. And then, similarly to that rough bump is sometimes you'll want to bring cataclysm. And that's probably something that I would do with a kingmaker. But with the extra range, I should be okay to stay in sniper range. So going with a little bit longer ball kind of opens up that extra possibility for you to keep sniper. And that's kind of why I did this guide the way that I did. But also keep in mind, that there's kind of like a backstop method too. And I do really like that method as well. I find this rough bump to be somewhat unreliable, very tough to get dialed in. So with that in mind, I don't necessarily think this is the best shot. I don't think it's a bad shot, but I don't necessarily think it's the best shot. So with that in mind, that's why I'm going to probably put another guide together for you guys. I'm thinking, what is that, 3.2 rings? I'm thinking at least 13.2 on the rings, somewhere around there. Make sure that you don't add any additional power. Be very exacting. And whew. So you can see it's coming in towards the hole. Gives you a chance for the hole out, but it really needs to be a very perfect pull angle, perfect amount of ring play. You could see in terms of my rings, it looked pretty good. More so than anything, it was just my pull angle. So I needed to get it just a touch more right, as it almost looked like it just landed just a little bit left of where I was aiming with that 13.2-ish. So if I would have just rotated the screen just a little bit more to kind of, get it to land just a little bit more to the right and kind of in that plane there, that would have been a good opportunity. And if you do get yourself a little bit out of range, you can see this is more or less the way that you do want to bring it in. If you do, get yourself out of range, you'll just want to play it very similar to that. And if your second hop ever clips the rough, you may have to do some variation of what you just saw my opponent do. So you do have to make sure that, you have a really good drive. And especially if you're playing, kingmakers, if you have to go kingmakers there, it is going to make things just a little bit tougher. But be on the lookout for my extra set of guides. I'm going to try to play it kind of secondary way because I don't think that that's necessarily the way that you have to play it. I've gotten that with Guardian a couple times in the past. So, there is kind of alternate ways out there. And, that's kind of what my next guide's going to focus on there. So keep that in mind. Good luck with your rounds. And I will catch you guys next time. Good luck.